The first week of October has become known as Customer Service Week. You've likely heard the phrase, the customer is always right. Well, if you've worked in the service industry, you have had both good and bad interactions with customers. Your words and body language can make a difference between a good experience and a bad one. Body language expert Blanca Cobb has some advice for us today. Blanca, how can someone in the service industry make customers feel more comfortable immediately?
You can make someone feel comfortable immediately by giving them your undivided attention. And I'm going to tell you why. When you give somebody your undivided attention, guess what? You're not distracted. You're not looking at a screen. You're not finding a pen. You're actually looking at someone, giving eye contact. Your body is facing theirs. And if you say their name, that's like the cherry on top. It makes them from being one in a million customers to the one customer who you're interacting with at that moment. And they can't help but to feel special.
You say that you should lean in when a customer has a concern. What do you mean by that?
What's natural is when someone is barraging you with complaints, you tend to pull back, you pull away a little bit. Why? Because you have like the psychological barrier from all those complaints. However, if you do the exact opposite of your natural tendency and lean in just a little bit, you're letting them know that you're listening to them and what they have to say is important. And a lot of times customers just want to be validated. They want to be heard. And that can help de-escalate a lot of problems before they even start.
You also say to watch customers' faces for their reactions. Our facial features say a lot about how we're feeling.
Absolutely. When you come up with solutions as a customer service rep, you can get a sense whether the customer agrees with you or not, or likes the solution or not, by looking at their face. For example, they might look down, they might look away, they might bite their lip, roll their lips in, they might actually jut their tongue a little bit. That's a body language sign of dislike. They don't like what you're coming up with. Sometimes they'll narrow their eyes. So if you pay attention to the solution you're providing and you look at their facial expressions, immediately you can almost tell whether they're in agreement or not.
Now, as a customer, Blanca, do you have any advice for being nice to people who are working in the service industry?
Yes, and that's a great question that you asked, Chad. You have to have a lot of patience. You have to realize this, customer service reps are dealing with a lot of different complaints, and they are trying to make you happy by addressing your problem. So that means patience on your part. That means having a smile. That means you reciprocating or you showing some graciousness with your body language. That means smiling. That means relaxing. Don't look all tensed up like you're angry, because then that's going to get them upset and angry. If you come in more relaxed, more than likely the customer service rep is going to be more relaxed, and they're going to be more interested in helping you.
Some good advice that we can all learn from. Blanca, thanks so much. If you missed any of this or you just would like to watch it again, you can find it on our website, WFMYnews2.com. And I think a lot of people can learn a lot of things from this, whether it's someone in the service industry or whether it's someone who deals with people in the service industry. I mean, a lot of lessons here.
Imagine, because I don't have this patience, but imagine if you're, especially somebody that works in customer service on the phone, when you're calling for help and something, how hard that must be, because you know they take a beating every day. People are so mad at them, and that'd be a difficult job.
People just let out all their problems on the person when they're just, trying to answer the call. They didn't do anything wrong. But this is really some helpful advice. Have you all worked in like retail or food and had to deal with customers? How was that experience?
Time. It's difficult sometimes, and you don't get this kind of training, right? Like you started, like I worked at Chili's in college. They didn't give me training on how to deal with customers that are crabby or mad at you for whatever reason. So you just kind of have to like learn as you go. But yeah, there's a lot of bad interactions that occur out there.
Yeah, I waited tables for a while too and bartended back in the day, and it was, you have to really go over, over and above all the time, really, to keep people super happy. And it was tough to take, when someone said, this was not on time. Yes, sir, do your best you can. It was tough.
I worked in retail sometimes, and people just come with you with a load of questions. And I just always want to make people feel comfortable, like, I'm Lauren, let me see if I can get this for you, and just always keep a smile, because, they will get mad at you, even when you're just there to try to help them.
See, and I don't like the phrase, the customer is always right. It should be the customer is mostly right.
That's true.
That is
kind of
because
true.
not every guy, I've seen some people, and they're not always right.
You just can't walk up and go, wrong,
to
their face. You
just got to smile and go, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.